Is the Toyota Corolla Cross the best 5-passenger compact SUV on the market? I'll let you be the judge. Hi, I'm Motor City Maggie, and I'm here in beautiful, sunny Los Angeles, California with the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross. Now, before we get into this walk around, make sure you subscribe to Motor City Maggie, and thank you so much to those of you who already have, and hit that like button. All right, let's take a look at the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross XLE. Before we get into this video, a little Motor City Maggie announcement. I am expecting my first baby boy in February of 2026. So thank you so much for all of your good wishes and your positive comments. I appreciate it. And I am shopping for a new family car. So could this be it? Yes, this could be a great family car for anyone who has maybe 1 to 2 children. Of course, it comes with Toyota's standard Safety Sense 3.0, which includes all of their standard safety features at no extra cost, including pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, lane departure warning with steering assist, automatic high beams, dynamic radar cruise control, lane keep assist, road sign assist, and more. Now, the Corolla Cross came out a few years ago and it is being refreshed for 2026. So for 2026, the Corolla Cross continues to be manufactured in Huntsville, Alabama, here in the United States, and it's available as a gas model and a hybrid. It does have a slight refresh for 2026, like it includes a new front fascia, bigger screen, sharper tech, and it just looks really, really nice. So we do have some new pricing information for 2026. So the gas models are going to start at about $25,000, and there will be 3 core grades, the L, the LE, and the XLE. These will be available in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Now, the hybrid models, those start at a little over $29,000, and those will be all-wheel drive only. Those grades are the S, the SE, and the XSE. Let's talk about what is powering this Corolla Cross. So underneath the hood, we have a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine paired with a CVT. And I know some of you don't like a CVT, but you know what? I have no issue with it. I think that Toyota does a CVT really well, and we have really smooth shifting. Now, this gas model only is giving me 32 miles to the gallon combined, but if you were to get the hybrid, it's going to have that same 2-liter 4-cylinder engine paired with an electric motor, and that is going to give you 42 miles to the gallon, which is 10 mpg better, and that is in all-wheel drive. So if I were to purchase this vehicle, I would definitely get the hybrid system, especially because it is a regular standard Toyota hybrid. It is not a plug-in hybrid, so you don't have to worry about plugging it in. It charges itself using regenerative braking. So this one does look a little dirty and dusty because I have been driving it for the past 10 days to and from the Los Angeles Auto Show. So it has been so much fun getting to know this new Corolla Cross, and it is a prototype. The 2026s are out now, but I've been very lucky to drive this one. This one has this beautiful red color that is called Soul Red Crystal. It is a really, really pretty red. It's not an orangey red, and it's very pleasant and easy to find in a crowded parking lot. And look at this new front grille. Take a look. It is big and bold. There is a lot of piano black and black cladding here, but it does look really nice. I always say that the Corolla Cross is kind of like a mini RAV4. It kind of looks like somebody just took the RAV4 and shrunk it a little bit, and it does have that feel. It does have that same RAV4 feel. So it's a really great vehicle if you're looking for something just slightly smaller and more maneuverable and less expensive than the RAV4. Take a look at the headlights and daytime running lights. They are LEDs. They look really nice. We've also got some fog lamps down here. Coming around to the side, you'll notice we have these piano black mirror caps and our blind spot monitor indicator in the mirrors right there. Now this one is color keyed, so we do have a single tone body, so we do have a red roof and these black roof rails. But on the sporty models, on the hybrids, because the hybrid is the only type of powertrain that gets the S models, the sporty models, those will have the option of having a black roof or a 2-tone body style. Also, the hybrids will have a color keyed grille. So if you'd like to see what the hybrid looks like versus the gas model, you can check out my video on the Corolla Crosses that I filmed in Plano, Texas over the summer. So check that out if you want to compare both the hybrid and the gas model. And of course, you can always check out Toyota.com because that is probably your best source of information. So on the XLE, you get these 18-inch wheels, and I think they look pretty good. So we've got a couple extra badges for the Corolla Cross. They're kind of Easter eggs. We've got one right here above the LED headlight. We have one here on the side of the vehicle in this chrome, and we've got one here in the tail light. Look at that. And here is your rear design of the Toyota Corolla Cross. We've got our badging right here. It says Corolla Cross. We've got our shiny Toyota badge, and it says XLE here. It's not over badged. It looks clean. It looks good. And again, it kind of has that mini RAV4 look to it on the back end. And we have a power lift gate. This is so nice for a Corolla. How cool is that? Power lift gate. You can also adjust the height and look at all of the cargo space you get. You get a lot of cargo space, especially when you lay those second row seats down flat. Look, you have 3 top tethers for car seats, something that I'm now noticing since I'm expecting a baby soon. And check it out, we've got a big JBL speaker here in the back, and they did give me this accessory net, which is really fun. And underneath the floorboards, I am seeing a temporary use spare tire underneath there, and you get a toolkit, which is really great. And you also get a cargo cover so you can hide everything that is in your cargo space. And the Corolla Cross can tow up to 1,500 pounds. We've never had a Corolla that could tow before this vehicle. It's pretty cool. So we've got the smart key system on the door handles. So if you approach the vehicle and touch this part, the vehicle does lock up. And after it's locked, if you have the key on your person, you can just grab the handle, the vehicle unlocks, and in you go. So here's the inside of our Toyota Corolla Cross. Here is your door panel. We do have some textured plastic here, soft touch here, and we've got some plastic down below with a cup or bottle holder and some storage, no memory seats here. And then this is your approach on the XLE. We've got a Corolla Cross floor mat, and we've got power adjustable driver's seat. Here is your seat design. We have a nice Softex, which is Toyota's breathable leather substitute. It is really soft and squishy and comfortable. And we've got this kind of gray stitching here to accent the seats. Looks pretty good and clean, right? Now this is the black interior color on the higher trims. They are also now offering for 2026 a Portobello brown, which looks really, really good. We've got some controls on the side here. And if you're looking at how to open up the gas tank, the gas tank release is down here, which took me a second to find because on my RAV4, it is located up here, but they moved it down here on this vehicle. Okay, now we are inside, and this is your driver POV here. I've got a really nice steering wheel with some stitching. We've got our voice activation and media controls here. We've got our advanced driver assistance system buttons over here. And we've got a very nice large digital display cluster. This is so nice that we now have this. I am loving it. That's definitely an improvement from the less expensive Corolla sedan. So we've got 9 JBL speakers on this vehicle, and it is the premium audio system with a subwoofer. Also check out the new 10.5-inch touchscreen display. This is upgraded from the previous generation. And look at this, we've got dynamic navigation built in, which is so nice. And there's also wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, Sirius XM, so much great tech on here. It is very nicely connected to my device, and I've had no issues with it throughout the past week and a half. And underneath here, we do have some physical buttons for the HVAC system, which is great. And you have dual zone automatic climate control. So me and my passenger, my husband, can have different settings if we want. And then underneath that, you'll notice that I actually have one wireless charging pad. This has been so great. I've been using it all week. I just throw my phone here and it just automatically charges. It is so convenient. And then both of these seats have heated seat buttons, and they are high or low settings, which is great. We've got another USB port here. There are actually 4 USB ports in this vehicle, and a nice sturdy shift knob. One thing that did trip me up was this volume control on the audio system here, because I prefer there to be a knob. I wish there was a knob because it takes my eyes off the road a little bit more to find these buttons. We've got 2 deep cup holders. I've had no issues with my Starbucks in there, with my Stanley cup in there. And then inside here, we've got a small center armrest with all of my parking tickets, because you have to pay for parking everywhere in LA. And we have 1 USB port and a 12 volts. If you want to spend an extra $1,250, you can get a moonroof. In the back seat, I have plenty of headroom, and I'm 5'7". It's a little tight with leg room, but I do have the seat all the way back, so it is comfortable. You do get some nice amenities like 2 USB ports. You have vents right here, and for some reason you only get 1 seat back pocket. There's no pocket here, and you get a center armrest with 2 cup holders. And here's your view of the front of the vehicle from the second row, plus that moonroof. The second row doors have some cute little cup holders right there. All right, and here is what it looks like when you fold down the second row of seats. And this is very interesting to note that you do not have a flat floor. The seats, when you fold them down, they don't match up. We've got a whole 2 hands length of space in between the floor of the trunk and where the seats fold down. So you do not have a flat floor all the way across when you fold down your second row of seats. But I am wondering if on the hybrid you do have a flat floor, because you have the battery back here that would potentially raise the floor of the trunk. So just keep that in mind, that if you are shopping for the gas model and you need something with a completely flat floor, the gas model does not come with a flat floor. So my final thoughts on this vehicle after experiencing it for 10 days is that I really like it, especially coming from a RAV4 owner. I have really enjoyed the Corolla Cross. Although I did feel a difference in the drive feel. I feel as if the RAV4 definitely has more power. I can really feel the difference between the engines, but my RAV4 is a hybrid. So I would say that if you are considering the Corolla Cross, I would definitely encourage you to get the hybrid, so you have the best gas mileage and you have an increase in horsepower and torque and better driving dynamics. Overall, I think this is a great choice for a family who just has 1 or 2 children, for a college student, for a young professional. I think this is a fantastic vehicle for a retired person, maybe someone who has a dog and wants a little extra cargo space, someone with a small business who needs some more cargo space, someone who goes on weekend adventures. There are a lot of people that could really enjoy this vehicle, and the fact that it starts under $30,000 is really impressive. And the fact that you can get 42 miles to the gallon on that hybrid, I mean, what could be better? Gas prices are expensive these days, and the Corolla Cross is a great option. Also, don't forget that you can tow 1,500 pounds and is manufactured in the United States in Alabama. Well, what did you think of the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you. Also, while you're there, give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to Motor City Maggie if you haven't yet. Also, connect with me on other social media platforms at Maggie Clark on camera, on TikTok, and on Instagram. And thank you so much to Toyota for lending me this vehicle during the Los Angeles Auto Show. I am so grateful for this loaner and to be able to bring my experience to you. All right, everyone, see you next time. Motor on. Bye.